As we head into the holiday season, the air is filled with excitement and anticipation. But while we're busy planning gatherings and decorating our homes, nature is preparing its own show, one that's as unpredictable as it is dramatic. Late autumn's weather drama truly takes center stage, with the atmosphere in a constant state of flux. The days grow shorter, the nights colder, and the weather can change in the blink of an eye. One day, you might wake up to brilliant sunshine and crisp air, only to find yourself in the middle of a snowstorm or a downpour the next. These dramatic shifts, sunny one day, snowstorm the next, are the norm, not the exception. This is the battleground where warm, moist air from the south collides with frigid Arctic air plunging down from the north. When these two air masses meet, they fuel powerful storms, creating a recipe for wild weather. The jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above us, dips southward this time of year, acting as a superhighway for storm systems. It guides these weathermakers right across the country, often with little warning. One day, it can deliver heavy snow to the Midwest, blanketing cities in white. The next, it can spark severe thunderstorms in the south, complete with lightning and torrential rain. This constant rapid change is what defines late autumn weather across the U.S. No 2 days are ever quite the same, and every region feels the impact in its own way. For late 2025, all the classic ingredients are coming together, setting the stage for a season of surprises. Meteorologists are watching the setup closely, as all the signals point to an active pattern. Arctic air is building strength in Canada, poised to surge southward at any moment, bringing sharp temperature drops and the threat of early snow. Meanwhile, an active southern jet stream is pulling in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, adding fuel to the fire and increasing the risk of heavy rain and storms. With millions of Americans traveling for Thanksgiving and the December holidays, staying weather-aware is more important than ever. Sudden changes can disrupt plans and make travel hazardous. Quick changes mean preparation is key for safe travel and gatherings. From icy roads to sudden snow squalls, being ready can make all the difference. From the windswept northern plains to the humid Gulf Coast and the bustling east, expect classic late-season weather drama, each region with its own unique challenges. So, let's break down what to expect, region by region, and help you stay one step ahead of late autumn's wild weather. As of Wednesday, November 26, 2025, a powerful storm system is splitting the nation in dramatic fashion, bringing a rare and dangerous mix of winter and severe weather to millions of Americans. In the north, blizzard warnings stretch from the Dakotas to Minnesota. Here, relentless snow is piling up fast, driven by fierce winds that whip across open fields and highways. Visibility drops to near zero, making travel treacherous and forcing many to stay indoors. Emergency crews are on high alert, responding to stranded vehicles and downed power lines as the storm intensifies. Meanwhile, the southern side of the storm has unleashed a barrage of severe thunderstorms and tornadoes across the deep south. Residents in Mississippi and Alabama have witnessed funnel clouds forming rapidly, with sirens blaring and communities scrambling for shelter as the skies turn ominous. Warm, humid air surging north from the Gulf of Mexico is fueling these violent storms, providing the perfect ingredients for tornadoes and intense lightning. It's a stark reminder that severe weather isn't just a springtime threat. Autumn can be just as volatile when the right conditions come together. This sharp north-south contrast highlights the incredible power of late autumn storm systems. While some bundle up against the cold and snow, others brace for damaging winds and hail, all from the same sprawling weather event. Tonight, the storm pushes eastward. Heavy snow spreads into Wisconsin and Michigan, blanketing cities and rural areas alike. Winds continue to howl, creating whiteout conditions and making even short trips hazardous. Authorities urge everyone to avoid unnecessary travel and prepare for possible power outages. In the south, as the severe weather begins to taper off, the focus shifts to recovery. Communities are already clearing debris, repairing damaged homes, and restoring power. Emergency crews work through the night to help those affected by the tornadoes and storms. This event is a powerful reminder that even as snow blankets the north, the threat of severe storms can still linger in the south. The atmosphere remains unsettled, and residents across the region should stay alert for changing conditions. One storm, two extremes, blizzard and tornado, demonstrating just how unpredictable and intense late-season weather can be. Meteorologists warn that this active pattern could continue, setting the stage for more wild weather in the weeks ahead. If you're in the path of this storm, stay home if you can, and let road crews do their work. Your safety is the top priority as conditions remain hazardous. The wild weather ride is just beginning, and with winter approaching, it's more important than ever to stay informed and prepared for whatever nature throws our way. Thanksgiving brings a classic weather setup: high pressure in the west, deep trough in the east, cold Arctic air pours south, dropping temperatures sharply for the holiday. When this frigid air sweeps over the still warm Great Lakes, it triggers intense lake-effect snow. Snowbelts in New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Michigan could see feet of snow and whiteout conditions. Travel may become nearly impossible in these areas. The cold blast spreads across the mid-Atlantic and Northeast, making for a chilly, Black Friday. The Northwest sees some snow too, but the main story is the East's cold and the Great Lakes' relentless snow. If you're traveling near the lakes, check forecasts and have a backup plan. Geography shapes weather. Nowhere is that clearer than here. As lake-effect snow winds down, another storm is brewing for the weekend. A new low-pressure system will form over the central U.S., again tapping into warm southern air and cold northern air. The south faces renewed severe weather threats, thunderstorms and possible tornadoes from Texas to Alabama. North of the storm's track, snow targets the upper Midwest, Great Lakes, and Ohio Valley, just in time for busy post-holiday travel. Sunday could see major travel disruptions as the storm matures and curves north. The West and Rockies get some snow in higher elevations, but the main action is east of the Rockies. This complex system ensures the wild weather continues into December. Stay alert. Another round of winter and severe weather is on the way. December's main story? Cold, waves of true Arctic air. 3 distinct Arctic blasts are set to sweep across the eastern U.S. in early December. The first arrives around Thanksgiving, the second, stronger, hits December 1st to 3rd, and the third, possibly the coldest, comes around December 8th. This pattern, called a positive PNA, keeps the west mild, but funnels frigid air into the plains, Midwest, South, and East. Cities from Chicago to Atlanta to New York will see temperatures well below average. Little time for a warm-up between blasts means a harsh, persistent cold. Heating demands will soar, and snow becomes more likely with each storm. Prepare for a sustained winter pattern. This cold is here to stay. The stage is set for a snowy start to December. With Arctic air locked in, any moisture spells snow, even in unlikely places. Early December could bring snow to Texas and Oklahoma as a storm tracks along the Carolinas and up the East Coast. Another system around December 5th may bring snow to the Four Corners and Southern Plains. Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas could see rare early-season snow events. The pattern is persistent, repeated threats of snow and ice for the South. Long-range signals hint at yet another storm for the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and Northeast. Details are uncertain, but the message is clear. The first half of December will be active. Millions from the southern plains to the East Coast should prepare for winter storms. Stay tuned. Winter is arriving early and often. You'll hear meteorologists mention the Euro and GFS models. These are powerful computer programs that predict the weather. The Euro, ECMWF, is European. The GFS is American. Both use global data and complex math to simulate the atmosphere. No model is perfect. Each has strengths and weaknesses. The Euro is often best for medium-range forecasts. The GFS has improved and offers valuable guidance. When both models agree, confidence in the forecast soars. Right now, both point to a colder, snowier pattern for the eastern U.S. Their agreement is why forecasters are sounding the alarm for early December. Models are updated constantly, so forecasts will evolve. Trust the consensus. Big weather is coming. Over the next several weeks, weather models are pointing to a dramatic shift. A much snowier pattern is setting up for the eastern United States, far more active than what we've seen in recent years. Residents from the Gulf Coast all the way up to New England should prepare for a winter that looks and feels very different from the mild, less snowy seasons of the past. This year the stage is set for frequent snowfalls, colder temperatures, and a true taste of classic winter weather. The main driver behind this change is a positive Pacific North American, or PNA, pattern. This atmospheric setup pushes the jet stream farther south, allowing cold Arctic air to spill into the eastern half of the country. At the same time, an energized southern jet stream is bringing in plenty of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. When these two ingredients combine, the result is ideal conditions for widespread, significant snowfall events across the region. The northern plains, upper Midwest, and the Great Lakes are expected to be hit hardest, with blizzard conditions and heavy snow accumulations likely. Lake effect snow will be especially intense as cold air moves over the relatively warmer waters, fueling persistent and sometimes intense snow squalls. These areas could see snow piling up quickly, making travel hazardous and creating a true winter wonderland. But it's not just the far north. Communities in the Ohio Valley, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Northeast are also in line for more frequent and heavier snow events. Cities that have missed out on big storms in recent years may finally see significant accumulations, with the potential for several impactful winter storms throughout the season. Meanwhile, the western United States will experience a very different story. A strong ridge of high pressure is expected to dominate, keeping conditions drier and milder than average. California and much of the Southwest will likely see more sunshine and less precipitation, with snow levels staying high in the mountains and many lower elevations remaining snow-free. It's truly a tale of two winters. While the East braces for snow and cold, the West enjoys a break from winter's harshest conditions. This stark contrast will be one of the defining features of the season. With temperatures staying consistently below freezing in the East, snow that falls is likely to stick around much longer than usual. This means more days with snow on the ground, more opportunities for winter fun, and a greater chance for icy conditions on roads and sidewalks. And remember, this is just the beginning. Long-range forecasts suggest that this active, snowy pattern could persist well into the heart of winter, setting the stage for a season filled with frequent storms and extended cold snaps. So, get ready to break out the snow shovels and winter gear. The eastern U.S. is in for a fast, snowy start to the season, and it looks like winter is here to stay. The next few weeks will bring a powerful mix of winter and severe weather across much of the U.S. northern states. Face heavy snow, strong winds, and bitter cold. Dangerous travel and power outages are real risks. Southern states must watch for repeated rounds of severe thunderstorms, even as temperatures drop. The most widespread impact, a series of Arctic blasts plunging temperatures well below average. Heating costs will rise, and vulnerable populations need extra care. Dress in layers, protect your pipes, and keep pets warm. This is a dynamic, evolving pattern. Forecasts will be updated often. Stay tuned to local weather sources and be prepared for rapid changes. We'll be tracking it all to help you stay safe this holiday season. Stay warm, stay informed, and be ready for whatever comes next.